Bubala, you have asked me that what is the relation between the enlightenment, the lotus flower and the Buddha. What exactly this lotus flower has been doing between this Buddha and enlightenment? Throw some light. Bubala, first of all, spirituality deals with metaphors. Whatsoever is said in the spirituality, don't take literally. They imply something. Since many people don't have any clue about it, they start thinking these metaphors as true, and they take everything for granted whatsoever these so-called gurus say. First of all, it is a metaphor. Just remember that. And certainly, yes, this metaphor has some significance, because there are thousands and thousands of flowers on this planet Earth. Maybe 4 lakh varieties of flowers exist even now on planet Earth. Why only lotus flower has been chosen? And something immediately strike in our mind that yes, it is a symbol of purity and resurrection. And we all know that it emerges from dirty water and to become a beautiful flower. And according to these Buddhist philosophies, they say, I also partially agree, but they say that the individual consciousness does the same thing on its path to enlightenment. It simply means it is emerging from the dirty waters. The consciousness is emerging from the dirty world, or dirty thoughts, or negative forces, vasanas, you call it whatever. So that is one aspect, and it is called Sahasradala Kamalam, the 1,000-petaled lotus flower. So since, as I said, it is a metaphor, it actually signifies spiritual illumination. And why this 1,000 petal? Because I have never seen a 1,000-petal lotus. I don't think Buddha even have seen 1,000-petal lotus. It has to be a metaphor. Then why they signified this Sahasraram, 1,000 petals, 1,000 aspects, 1,000 dimensions, 1,000 unfoldings. What is the significance? They actually it signifies that it is all dimensions. So each opening of the petal of this 1,000-petal lotus is gradual unfolding of the consciousness on the path of enlightenment. So whosoever becomes the enlightened, their metaphoric 1,000-petal lotus gradually opens in 1,000 ways. So much philosophy. Don't take all these things seriously, Bubala. And we, from the childhood, have heard from our Puranas that Lord Brahma is said to have been born from the lotus that was growing out of the navel of Lord Vishnu. Beautiful stories to make you understand the essence of something which is inexplicable. That is spirituality. You may explain, describe the rose flower. You don't have to be a great scholar to do that. But it is quite difficult to explain the essence of the fragrance in words. I don't think even a great scholar could really explain the fragrance. Spirituality is the fragrance. Then how to explain the fragrance? We need metaphors. Let me share my point of view, because I really thought about it once, I think few years ago, that what exactly all these things, why people have been glorifying speaking in unusual language, giving strange explanations and using special words and sitting their spine upright and keeping a serene expression on their faces. Why all this drama? When I see nature, which is immediate reality, which is tangible yet intangible reality, I always perceive the essence in the most subtle and simplest manner. I don't have any theoretical knowledge. I have not read any doctrines of this world. I can't give any commentary of any mantras. That is not my thing. I don't want to do that. That is waste of time. So even now, in front of my eyes, in the small garden of my abode, I see a beautiful flower which just blossomed in the morning. It blossoms every day. And I used to question, why can't it just blossom once and stay like that forever? So those flowers also do exist. They just blossom once and they stay forever. Those flowers are called plastic flowers. A bad joke, isn't it? You know, Bubala, what Albert Einstein said. Since he has the experience and command over, so he just said in simple words that this is an evolving universe. And yes, it is. Because I am looking at the flower and I am grasping the same essence that yes, it is evolving universe. ఇది నిరంతరంగా వికసిస్తున్న ప్రపంచం లేదా అస్తిత్వం. If you really see, Bubala, everything in this universe, every entity, you, me, a dog, amoeba, a tree, a buffalo, including politicians, they keep on evolving. For what? For no reason at all. The problem is only stupid human wants reasons. Whether human discovers the reason behind it or not, it continues to evolve. It is the nature of the nature. It evolves and it dissolves. It is language. Evolve and dissolve is language. But it only evolves. Even dissolving is also a kind of evolving. So I don't relate to this particular metaphor that enlightenment is a 1,000-petal lotus experience where 1,000 dimensions have been unfolded, where the consciousness is fully open. I always say to my people, whosoever comes to me, show the flower. See, look at this rose flower. Look at this marigold. These flowers have so much ego. They don't blossom just like that. It has so much akkad. Chala ahankara vatiki. And one day I just throw all these flower pots because I can't wait for months for just one flower. Then I have stumbled upon this beautiful flower plant called Kanth'Risa. In India it is called Sadaa, bahaar. Then I really fell in love with the quality of that. First of all, it has no smell. Very subtle. It has no hard smell which hits your nose. It is very subtle, like me, very subtle. And since I have to use, and flowers blossom throughout year, it doesn't need really much care. And many flowers. Even if I go out, I see many flowers. I don't have to wait for the flowers. They just blossom. They are very subtle. They don't have any ego. They don't have any akkad. So if someone asks, if at all I have to use a metaphor for my enlightenment, it is unlimited, infinite flowers of Kanth'Risa experience. My enlightenment, my joy is like Sadaa, bahaar. I don't need a great reason to smile. I don't need a great reason to be happy. I look at a flower, I am happy. I look at a bird, I am happy. I do a small painting, I am happy. Even I clean a dish, I am happy. Even if I clean bathroom, I am happy. Every aspect of life, thousands of Kanth'Risa flowers have been blossoming. Maybe these lotuses, these roses, these marigolds, all these flowers may have great respect in the society. I don't care for it. I just want to be a Kanth'Risa which blossoms for no great reason. And when I see the lotus, and the reason they have used that metaphor because it blossoms, it emerges from dirty waters. I don't have a dirty mind, so I don't have to emerge. I don't have to clean my consciousness. I don't have to do anything. It is clean. I have seen that. So I don't have to emerge from dirty waters to become clean. It is like to take bath, you have to dip or you have to apply dirty, or you have to take first mud bath, then you have to take bath to get yourself cleansed. If I don't really like metaphors, because I don't want to say anything about my experience, because you may explain 100 years, no one understands it. Until you are ready whatsoever happens around you. It has no relevance. It doesn't hit you. So if at all I have to use metaphor for my experience, my enlightenment, my bliss, it is Sadaa Baharik, a new word which I am trying to introduce to you. This is freedom. Unlimited, infinite flowers of Sadaa Bahar is my enlightenment. See, you have asked me about one metaphor. I am giving you another metaphor. Drop these both metaphors, and when you understand your life, your mind, you discover your own metaphor, Baba. Don't become a copycat. Even if there is no Buddha on planet Earth, if there is no Gautam the Buddha on planet Earth, if there is nobody who became enlightened on planet Earth before, I would have lived the same life now. I respect all of them. I follow none. This is the experience of my Vincarosia of unlimited, infinite flowers. Raso, vaisaha.